Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the most critical part of any automotive sale, the introduction and needs analysis. Think of it as the foundation of a house. If you get this part right, everything else stands strong. If you mess it up, the whole deal can come crashing down. The single most important skill you have in your sales toolkit isn't your product knowledge or your closing lines, it's your ability to gather information. This means asking a lot of questions. But more importantly, it means listening. Really listening. Your primary job is to understand exactly how your customer plans to use their next vehicle. And here's a pro tip. Never rely on past sales information. People's lives change. Their needs change. And what worked for them 5 years ago might be completely wrong for them today. Your goal is to collect this vital information and use it to move the deal forward. Now, it's crucial that this doesn't feel like an interrogation. You're not firing off a list of questions. You're having a conversation. You're building rapport and trust. This is where a well-designed sales worksheet, especially one printed right on the cover of the sales folder, becomes your best friend. It acts as both a checklist and a roadmap, ensuring you don't miss any critical details while guiding you through the process. Let's start with the absolute basics. The critical customer information. First, get their legal names, spelled correctly, including any suffixes like junior or further. This seems simple, but getting it wrong creates rework and shows a lack of attention to detail. As you're getting their name, do a quick check in your CRM for duplicates. Have they been here before? Is there a history you can leverage? This simple step can save you a ton of time and make you look like a superstar. Next, you need to identify are all the people who need to sign off on this purchase present? If not, you need to know who else is involved and when they'll be available. And here's one that gets missed all the time. Ask if they have a P.O. box. Many banks and institutions won't finance to a P.O. box, and discovering this at the last minute can be a deal. Get it out of the way early. Once you've got the personal details down, it's time to transition into the true needs analysis. This is where you uncover what they truly want and what the vehicle needs to do for them. One of the most powerful questions you can ask is, how many miles a year do you plan on driving your next vehicle? This question is a goldmine of information. Without it, how can you accurately quote a vehicle service contract? You can't. Mileage also directly correlates with their fuel economy goals. Someone driving 30,000 miles a year will have very different priorities than someone driving 5,000. But even more importantly, knowing their annual mileage allows you to prepare accurate lease options. A lease might be the perfect solution for their lifestyle and budget, but you can't present it effectively without knowing their driving habits. Getting this one piece of information right helps you tailor the perfect deal that fits their life like a glove. Beyond mileage, there are other critically important questions to ask, especially if they're looking at trucks or large SUVs. How much weight are they towing? And what are they towing? A small boat is very different from a 30-foot travel trailer. This will determine the engine, axle ratio, and towing packages they need. What about payload? Are they hauling bags of mulch, construction equipment, or just groceries? The vehicle has to be rated for the work it's going to do. You also need to find out if they'll be using the vehicle commercially. Are they plowing snow? This has implications for warranty and the kind of heavy-duty equipment they'll need. Is a business entity, like an LLC, purchasing the vehicle? This changes the paperwork and financing process entirely. And a hugely important one. Are they transporting small children often? This brings safety features, car seat accessibility, and rear seat entertainment to the forefront of the conversation. These aren't just questions. They're your way of showing the customer you care about finding the right vehicle for their specific life, not just any vehicle. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. The budget. Here's the truth. Everyone has a budget, but budgets are often flexible. People are willing to spend more on things they see value in. Your job isn't to just hit a number. It's to build so much value in the vehicle and the ownership experience that their budget becomes a secondary concern. Keep in mind that most customers have done their homework online. They have a general idea of affordability and what things cost. It's also very common for a customer to lowball their budget. It's a simple, often unsophisticated negotiation tactic. Don't get fixated on that initial number. Instead, focus on the value and the solution you're providing. Finally, you must address funding. This part is non-negotiable and needs to be handled with care. You have to go over your dealership's policy on cash down payments, debit card limits, and credit card usage. It's better to do this early in the conversation. Imagine your customer gets all the way to the finance office, ready to sign, and then finds out they can't put the $20,000 down payment on their rewards credit card like they planned. The deal will almost certainly blow up, and all your hard work will be for nothing. You don't have to be blunt about it. A great way to broach the subject is to simply ask, what are some of your funding concerns? Or how were you planning on handling the down payment? This opens a door for a smooth conversation and prevents any nasty surprises down the road. By clarifying these details up front, you ensure a seamless transition to the finance office and a much happier customer. So, to recap, the needs analysis is all about having a structured, yet conversational, approach to gathering information. Start with the basics: names, decision makers, address details. Then, dive deep into their usage needs: mileage, towing, payload, and family requirements. Finally, address the budget and funding logistics early to avoid any last-minute deal breakers. By mastering this first step, you're not just selling a car. You're building a relationship and setting yourself up for a successful career. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this breakdown valuable. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next video in our sales process series. We'll see you in the next one.